What's up, you guys? It's Steve here, and stimulus is back. Congress is back in session. They're hitting the ground running. Take a look at some of these headlines coming out. This is your stimulus check update, stimulus package update, and breaking news update. Senator Joe Manchin pushes for Democratic compromise on climate agenda. That's right, just coming out. Manchin is coming to the table in negotiations to try to get things done. And take a look at this, you guys. 5 big questions as Democrats seek to revive Biden's stalled agenda. They are working to get this done. Senator Joe Manchin has signaled interest in a scaled-back bill after he had killed the House-passed Build Back Better Act. But there are plenty of obstacles on the way, but we're hearing there is progress, and they want to get this done right away. Now, this is going to be a stimulus reconciliation bill, which means Democrats need to unify to get things done. And we're also hearing they want to bring back tons of stimulus provisions, as well as I shared with you in my last video. Senator Warren is talking about Social Security. We're hearing calls for gas stimulus checks, and also what's going on with that child tax credit. Well, take a look at this, you guys. Another obstacle that might be hitting Biden indirectly blames Joe Manchin for the demise of the monthly child tax credits, lumping him alongside GOP. Now, this just happened last week after we had heard the Biden administration, Democrats saying, don't talk about Manchin. We want to get him on board. But Joe Biden is blaming Joe Manchin. Now, let me know your thoughts. Who do you think is more so to blame here? Joe Biden or Joe Manchin? Well, what we're hearing is, take a look at this, you guys. The majority of America says Joe Manchin's approval rating is up 16 points since Biden became president, and Joe Biden, the president of the United States, his approval is dropping. So we're hearing that the vast majority of Americans are saying they approve of Joe Manchin and not necessarily President Joe Biden. So let me know your thoughts. I actually had somebody ask me this over the weekend about getting Joe Manchin out of there. He is an elected official by the state of West Virginia to be a federal senator, representative for our nation. So he's elected. They can't just kick him out. He has been voted into that position, and it looks like people are saying they approve of his actions. Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below, you guys, but I'm going to dive into the details, let you know what's unfolding as we're hearing that Congress is working away on more stimulus packages, provisions, getting things done, more reconciliation bills. So this just coming out today, as I mentioned, Congress is now hitting the ground running. We're expecting to see a whole lot more happen as this is also a midterm election year. So let's go ahead and dive right in, get you caught up on the latest, let you know what's happening in these articles. But before we do, if you could do me a quick favor, just takes a second. If you appreciate the updates, don't forget, take a quick moment to smash that like button for the YouTube algorithm. Helps me out a ton. Just takes a second. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. Also, leave your comments, share this out. If this is your first time here and you'd like to stay up to date on everything going on, totally free. Why not? Come join the Ram fam. All you got to do is simply hit that subscribe button, turn on that notification bell to be notified right away as updates come out. And if you got any specific questions that you'd like me to answer, I'm easy to get a hold of directly. All you got to do is hop onto Instagram, shoot me a DM at SteveRam3. Best way to get a hold of me by far. And also consider joining my second channel, Steve Ram Finance, to learn about growing wealth and personal finance. But with that being said, you guys, let's go ahead and dive right in and get you caught up on the latest. All right, so link in the description below to this article that just came out today that says 5 big questions as Democrats seek to revive Biden's stalled agenda. And this is that Build Back Better bill, all the stimulus provisions they wanted to see. They're trying to revive it, get things done this year, 2022. Now, the article says that Democrats are seeking to rekindle major pieces of President Joe Biden's agenda with Congress's return this week, with high stakes for his legacy, the 2022 midterms, and millions of people looking for economic relief. And we've been hearing calls for stimulus checks, child tax credits, getting rid of student loan debt, an assortment of different things. They're saying we need help now. Now, before the Senate adjourned, Senate Majority Leader Chuck Schumer said that discussions of a sequel of the failed Build Back Better Act continue and may pick up the pace after the 2-week recess. So we're expecting this to start speeding up here. We want to get it. Look, there are a lot of talks going on right now. They're not in a great degree of granularity, he reported. We'd like to move a reconciliation bill and go as far as you can, get as much done as we can with just 50 votes. And that is the reconciliation process, trying to get Democrats unified. Now, jumping down, one of the most important things is when. When are we going to see this? Will the election year calendar muck it up? up? Well, it says time is short. There are only 12 legislative weeks on the Senate calendar before the month-long August recess, which is widely seen as the point of no return given the proximity of the elections. And Biden's immediate priorities in Congress are a new aid package for Ukraine and pandemic funding, White House officials have said. To wrap the larger bill by August, however, a loose framework agreement may be needed much sooner, perhaps as early as the end of May, to give lawmakers time to fill in the details, schedule the floor time, and vote on amendments. So you guys, right now, that's pretty much the time frame. We're hearing they'd like to get this done before Memorial Day. August is pretty much the point of no return, we're hearing, and they want to get this done, they said, by the end of May. So right now, that is the time frame for getting all of this done. Now, we will see. I will keep you up to date. We're hearing that things are going to start ramping up here really quick. Now, also, child tax credits. Well, take a look at this article, you guys. Just came out last week. Biden indirectly blames Joe Manchin for the demise of the monthly child tax credits. This could be dangerous. This is what kind of messed things up last year, as the Biden administration blamed Joe Manchin, and he just took a step back and said, I cannot in good faith support this, and I don't appreciate the negativity that's being spoken against me, causing protesters to threaten me and my family. Well, just take a look at these bullet points right here, you guys. Biden casts blame on Manchin and the GOP for the expiration of the monthly child tax credits. We lack one Democrat and 50 Republicans, Biden said. The end of the temporary program led to a surge in child poverty, wiping out its gains within just months. So we're hearing that the end of that child tax credit, those monthly payments, put a lot of families in poverty, and they'd like to bring it back as additional stimulus provision to help out people at this time. Now, we're hearing, though, that people are not disapproving of Joe Manchin. As a matter of fact, people approve of his decisions, his concerns for inflation and debt, as we are at a 40-year high. And take a look, you guys, coming out just today, Joe Manchin's approval rating is up 16 points since Biden became president. And as I've shared with you, President Joe Biden's approval rating has been plummeting. So people actually approve of the policies that Joe Manchin is promoting. Take a look. Democrats can rage all they want. Senator Joe Manchin seemingly isn't going anywhere. Love him or hate him, right now it appears he is going to be in his position of power. According to a new Morning Consult poll, Manchin's job approval rating among West Virginian registered voters, who are the ones that keep him in place, has jumped 16% since President Biden took office, by far the largest increase of any senator. Now, in the past year, his approval rating among Republicans rose by 35% to 69%, more than enough to offset his decreased approval rating among Democrats, which fell from 63% to 44%, West Virginia's Registered Herald reported last year, as there were about 4,300 more registered Republicans than registered Democrats in West Virginia. So taking Democratic and Republican support on both sides, about half of the Democratic Party and over half of Republicans, both sides getting behind one candidate, something unheard of, and it is Senator Joe Manchin. So let me know your thoughts in the comments down below, you guys. I know there's been a lot of viewers that have vocalized disapproval for Joe Manchin because he has kind of held up a lot of stimulus provisions and new spending going out, but he has also done it in consideration of increasing debt and inflation, which a lot of people are saying they like that. They approve of that because right now things are out of control. Prices are up everywhere. Now, we're also hearing, though, that additional stimulus provisions was only one of the reasons why we're seeing such increased prices, that it was an assortment of different things combined that has caused it. But a lot of people are saying, listen, we don't need to add more fuel to the fire. Let's just stop the spending to try to help with these high prices. Let me know your thoughts, you guys. But also, we are hearing that, as you saw in that very first article, he is saying he's open to a slimmed back, scaled down bill to try to get something through to get things done. And we're hearing they want to get this done right away because this is the midterm election year. So you guys, there's likely going to be a lot picking up here. I will keep you up to date on stimulus checks, child tax credits, any of the provisions coming out in Congress. I will let you know, and I'll keep you up to date. And as always, you guys, thank you so much for joining me. That is the latest. If you made it this far and you haven't already, don't forget, take a quick second, smash that like button for the algorithm. Helps me out a ton. Thank you so much. Also, leave your comments, share this out. If this is your first time here and you'd like to stay up to date, totally free, come join the Ram fam. All you got to do is hit the subscribe button, turn on the notification bell. If you want to ask me any questions specifically, hop on to Instagram, shoot me a DM at SteveRam3, and consider joining my second channel, Steve Ram Finance, to learn about growing wealth and personal finance. But with that being said, you guys, thank you so much for joining me, and I will catch you in the next one. Take care. God bless. This is Steve.